In the short to mid-term, our goal is to stand firm in the major league of being a top GSA in the world. We are now starting to enter into that league, and I have to say, focusing internally, strengthening the company internally, catching up with a lot of innovation, technology with other global GSA that we learn from, and that will be our. And like I mentioned, the focus would be strengthening our position in Asia and the Americas.
We are here in Miami at the Air Cargo Forum organized by TIACA, and with me is Alvin Tam, Vice President Commercial for TAM Group. Great to have you for this conversation.
Thank you for inviting us.
Alvin, let's begin with TAM Group. Just a brief overview of what the company is about, your entry into cargo GSA.
So our company started in 1977 by our owner, Dr. Wing Kun Tam, in Hong Kong. We are a Hong Kong-based company. We started as a freight forwarder, as most companies did in Hong Kong during that period. And we entered into the GSA business in 1986. So that's how we started as a cargo GSA. And moving on from there, we became cargo, passenger, and now recently we are a cruise GSA as well.
Okay, there's been a lot of changes within TAM Group in terms of rebranding yourself. Tell us the rationale behind doing the rebranding, and how do you want to reposition TAM Group as a GSA in the air cargo space?
So we have been using our family name TAM related for all subsidiaries that we have. For example, the airlines management, the aviation management, it all comes at the end as TAM. So customers around the globe has been addressing us as TAM. So we decided that TAM is not only a legacy of the family, but also a brand. So we thought it's about time. About a year ago, we discussed internally, why don't we just make it simple as a brand TAM, which was being appreciated by our clients. So that's how we started to have the idea of doing the rebranding.
Take us through some of recent customer acquisition, like your GSA for Saudi Airlines, Saudi Cargo, LATAM. Give us a sense of like the clients that you work, the customers that you work for as a GSA.
I have to say the two that you just mentioned, Saudi Cargo, Saudi Air, LATAM Cargo, has been the two most key and longest relationship customers that we have. We started from offline to online, cargo to passengers. I would say it's a breakthrough. We were their GSA in Hong Kong and China. Then we were able to expand to Southeast Asia, and now in Americas, in USA, and also in Chile. Definitely our relationship has strengthened every day through the proven track record and the devotion that we have for them. And I'm sure that the relationship will continue to grow.
What is a portion of the business coming from the cargo GSA part of it?
I would say for today, we are about 60% cargo GSA revenue and 35% passenger and 5% from other related sectors that we have.
What is the market potential that you see for TAM as far as cargo GSA is concerned?
I would say TAM is in a position that has a lot of potential because we are growing. A lot of difference that we have between the other GSA is we look at the long term, and we are willing to invest. We build our company from day one in each and every one of the region that we decide to open our office. We select our partners very carefully that share the same vision and the passion that we have, because we have a commitment to our carriers and our partners and our principles.
How do you intend to be a GSA which is different from the others? Because there are a lot of GSAs. So how do you intend to position TAM as different from the others?
I have to say the main difference is the personal touch, the tailor-made solution that we have. We are not a gigantic GSA who are backed by a lot of funds or IPO or listed companies. We are a local but global GSA. Like our slogan said, we work locally and we think globally. We have a personal touch, we are flexible, and we always put our principle benefits in front of ours.
How do you intend to scale your business network in terms of finding new markets, finding new customers? Do you grow organically, or do you go through merger acquisitions of companies which are GSAs in different parts of the world?
I have to say it will be a mix, but we are more tends to growing organically because, like I mentioned, we like to ensure we have a solid foundation, and the people that we hire, people that we work with, be it an employee or a partner, we need to ensure that we share the same vision because we have a commitment and a responsibility with our principals. That's why we are not the type of GSA that would go ahead and acquire companies through merger or acquisition. But we do look for partnerships around the globe that where we don't have a strong presence. We do explore opportunities, but our key business principle is we share the same visions.
Give us a sense of the group in terms of how many people work for, what is your geographical spread in terms of offices and the people that work for, and in terms of also funding, is it still family owned or do you have external investors in the company?
At the moment, we are 100% family owned. On certain destinations, we do have partnerships. We are very focused in Asia and Americas, including the North and the South. So this will continue to be our focus for the next 2 to 3 years. Of course, if there's a golden opportunity comes around that require us to be somewhere else that we don't have a setup, we are happy to look into it. We are now a size of about 150 people globally with a mix of different race. From the key management, we are a good balance of men and women. We are looking into having more different race joining our company as we are going global. And we believe this is what shaped TAM to be a successful GSA company.
Where do you see the investment going in the next couple of years in terms of growing the company?
I would say definitely we have done the rebranding already, so that's external. The next step would be internal, building a strong company culture, investing a lot into the backbone of the company in finance, HR, and admin to ensure the frontline people can be focusing on the commercial part without the headache worrying what's going to happen in the backyard. And also innovation is very important. You know, we are upgrading in a lot of software system, social media, marketing. Those will be our focus.
Technology is going to play a very critical role in the logistic and transportation
Correct.
industry, and I think the freight is going to be digital in the future. To that extent, what kind of potential investment do you see the use and deployment of technology in a GSA space?
I have to say the key development would be service that we provide in terms of customer service, reaction to the customers. For example, in the United States, we have already launched the help desk system that connects with our customer service team in the Philippines that works 24/7. So customers can contact us 24/7, get their booking and tracing to be done. And also we are looking into a new CRM system for the team globally. And we're also working on a cargo booking system of our own with some of the partners.
In the short to mid-term, where do you see yourself? And I say it could be in the next 1 year to 3 years. Where do you see yourself?
I have to say in the short to mid-term, our goal is to stand firm in the major league of being a top GSA in the world. We are now starting to enter into that league. And I have to say, focusing internally, strengthening the company internally, catching up with a lot of innovation, technology with other global GSA that we learn from, and that will be our goal. And like I mentioned, the focus would be strengthening our position in Asia and the Americas.
Alvin, air cargo is going through a very turbulent times in terms of there's a lot of unpredictability in terms of market demands and conditions. Trade and commerce gets affected by a lot of other factors, and that has an impact on the air cargo volume, the air cargo market. What are the trends that you're picking out? What are the sense that you pick up from when you talk to different people, customers here in a conference like this?
I started my journey in 2008, and that was the time when we have Lehman Brothers global financial crisis. So I myself has been through some of the toughest time in air cargo industry. I've always believed that the only way to succeed and to sustain is to improve yourself. We're GSA. We provide sales, but also we provide service. I believe that it's a cycle. Despite the fact that the market has gone down, quite fluctuating, but when we see that the passenger belly capacity are coming back, I believe the market will stabilize, and there'll be other opportunities through different cooperation between airlines through the interline capacity once again, because during the pandemic, different airlines has their own focus, and the interline cooperation has been suspended during that period. But now, given the situation that capacity is coming back, and also the market has stabilized without the sky-high rocket rate that we have been seeing in the past 2 years, I believe opportunities remains there.
Any specific headwinds you see?
I would say definitely from Asia into Latin America and also Africa. Those will be the growing region that I see. E-commerce will remain strong. Whether it is going to be from a specific country, I cannot comment because political situation has been quite fluctuating around the world. This is something that we cannot control. But what we can control is where we invest to be prepared for that growing market to come up.
Alvin, thank you so much. It's been a great pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much.